Hello, I'm Omar here at Paintball Extravaganza 13, and you're watching Night Shadow Productions.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
This is the laser shot live fire system. Yeah, this is definitely, we'll just go and power through this one. This is a whole new video dedicated to this. Live fire system is a military training scenario-based system that uses basically scenarios on the screen, whether it be hostages, targets, scenarios like, I don't know, reaction to an IED. It's very much like a very, very high-tech video game. But what it does, it detects where you're shooting on the screen. Now, the live fire capability of it allows you to be out 200 yards with a standard rifle. And when I mean the standard rifle, actual shooting live bullets. And you're able to shoot at targets that are life-size and that are doing different things, again, like taking a hostage or something along those lines. Now, what we've managed to do is bring the 468 into this system for like a pre-qualification of shooters. You don't want to have the personnel using live fire in a room full of people in a high-stress situation with live ammunition. So the 468 is a perfect system to pre-qualify, train, and also to get feedback as somebody's shooting back at the trainees. So it really falls into a great training system for our military as well as law enforcement. Here, of course, we're using it as an awesome target practice and also showing what it does. I think this is definitely a man cave favorite. I'm sure a lot of people love to have this in the garage.
So anybody can buy the system?
Anybody can buy the system. Of course, I mean, some of the specialty military parts would not be available, but I mean, exactly. Most of the training scenarios, most of the hunting stuff, the target, it's all available, so definitely.
So you said laser at first, and then you said you'd take the any Rap4 marker, any marker.
You can take any marker, any live firearm if you have the room prepared for it. For markers, again, anywhere that you can shoot a marker in a safe environment, you can basically do it this way. Why don't we go inside there and go...
You know I was going to ask.
All right. Why don't we go inside there and have a go at it. We'll take our fully loaded 468. Be careful with it on the way in. And let's go on in there. All right. Okay, so we're going to...
Wow.
All right. So before anything, let's get goggles for everybody. You don't have to put them on right this moment. But for the camera, of course, camera person.
Thank you. I'm a girl. It's okay.
All right. Camera girl. All right. Well, first we're going to start with the laser system. This is a Glock 17 pistol. Non-recoil, non-everything. It's just basically point and click.
Okay, yeah.
All right. But it's a very good way to hone in on your skills. So let's go ahead and show you a couple scenarios here. Yeah, take a second here, but I'm sure we can manage. We'll go to Skill Drills 1. Again, Laser Shot is a company that is currently using this, so we're going to do.
Wow, there's so many.
Transition, yeah,
so many drills.
There's so many drills. So here what we're going to do is we're going to go. This is a 0.5, so half a second. The targets will be showing in half a second between targets. It's actually a really interesting way of doing it, and we'll see how it works. Again, it really teaches you how to react to moving targets.
Wow.
All right, so as you can see right there, I definitely missed one location.
That was fast.
But it is quite fast, and this is really teach you to stress you to the point where you're able to get much better at target acquisition and focus on your shots, okay? So what we're going to do right now, we're going to actually change the velocity. Instead of 0.5 of a second, we're going to do it 0.4 of a second. It's going to be much faster. Even 1/10, you will see how much different it is. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to stress myself, so when I go back to 0.5 of a second, I'll be much better at acquiring the targets. Now I want to say something about that. Most pistols take about that long for the cycling action to operate.
Really?
So when you're training at 0.3 or 0.4 of a second, you're really training yourself to be as fast as a pistol can commonly operate.
Right.
There are some race guns we consider like for competition target that are faster, but there are very few. Now look at the difference between the last and this one. All right, so that was substantially faster. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to actually go back to 0.5 of a second, and I don't know if you'll perceive this on camera, but it just seems like the world just slowed down completely.
Oh wow, yeah, what's different?
All right, so with the exception of actually having a miss here, you see how my group and my pattern got really centered all to the center, and that's just because of how slow it seems compared to the first and the 4/10. Just for a little showing here, okay, it's just gonna go again, so might as well just do it. All right, it's one-handed, kind of distracted there. I want to show you guys what 0.3 of a second looks like. Now, you saw how at 4/10 and 5/10 I'm mostly on target. I want you to see this. This is going to be almost nearly impossible.
Wow.
0 hits. I mean, that's just how quick it is.
1/10 of a second difference.
1/10 of a second difference. So, but of course, by doing this over and over, you're stressing yourself to the point where you get down to 4/10, which seemed so difficult before. Now it looks slow.
Yeah.
By comparison.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
All right. So now let's go ahead and do the live fire of this. All right. So 3/10, 4/10, I think it's a little bit wild. So I'm going to go to 0.6 of a second. Perhaps even 7. Because it just gets a little bit wild at that point. All right. Now, keep in mind that this is a 7-round magazine. Let's see if I have a 20-round in here. Because we have 10 targets, with the 7-round, I will nowhere near be possible to load. That's just not going to happen. So give me a second. Let me show you how we load the DMAG. Again, no rounds are falling out. We're taking out the 7-round magazine.
And you also see the round that was left in the
Correct.
chamber there.
All right, so we're taking out our 20-round DMAG, or 10 rounds per stack versus our 7-round. Okay. Please go ahead, have a go at it while we're. I'll start you again with that. Actually, just go ahead and shoot next. Okay, I'll start. So I said 7/10 of a second or 6/10. I don't remember. There you go. But it's quite difficult, right? I mean,
It is, yeah.
They do move.
It's a
through.
lot quicker when you're actually doing it than when you're just standing here watching it.
That's what I was saying. Okay, so we're only going to load 1 because I should be able to hit all targets for 10 rounds. Hopefully. All right. Okay, so again, our 4.68 with a 10 round or 20 round, so 10 round per sack or the 20 round magazine. Would you be able to hit next on that a couple times? One more time. Shooter ready. Now he's gonna bounce back, so. Okay, so obviously we have to do a calibration on the system because it didn't detect the rounds there. But it did detect 1. Right?
You were hitting them though.
But we did see that it was hitting it. But again, you see the idea of how this works together. And again, really, really lovely system and how it works. All right. We can definitely look a little more into it. Let's go ahead and come back to the video. We'll get it calibrated so you can see a quick shot of it working properly. But thank you very much again for your time.
It's like a target shooting gallery type thing?
Yeah. Here. I'll show you the menu. I'm actually going to quit this one. There's so many of me. So, moving target drill, quick skill drill, time reduction, transitional, hostage drill,
Wow.
match target. You see moving target. Let's take a look at this one. See what it's going to do. And there's also more like a lifeline. Very good.
Wow.
So of course. Now let's look at some other system here. Marksmanship drill. So now this one I believe is going to tell you when to shoot and when not to shoot. Or actually no. Oh yeah, wait. You have to wait till it tells you shoot and then shoot. No.
Oh, okay.
Shoot. Shoot. So you can see that.
So you got to look at the peripheral of your eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, so you're exactly. And this teaches you basically to have proper marksmanship, but as well to react to what's going on. So if somebody's holding up a pistol, that's when you shoot,
Right.
not just
So even 33 yards.
correct.
Wow.
So let's see. Okay, let's go around. Right, so now we're gonna do a scenario. So I mean, there's tons of things. Running Man is actually one that's preferred by the military because it teaches you a lead of where you have to fire the bullet. Yeah. And it looks a little funny, but it teaches a lot.
It does, yeah.
Because you have targets who are running like this much based on whatever caliber you're shooting. It tells you how far ahead of them you have to aim.
Really?
Yeah.
So I could do snipers too? So does it do bullet drop or
Yeah, it does everything. Yeah.
rotation?
Everything.
Really?
Correct.
It's that, wow.
Yeah, no, the system is absolutely great.
Look at all this.
Here, let's do apartments.
This is no Xbox.
Although actually, I think it would greatly benefit from developers like games like for the Xbox to really put. Because I mean, those are multi-million-dollar companies making games that sell to thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
These right here, the electronics behind detecting where the bullet hits are what's important. In fact, like the actual gaming interface that it has, it's good, but I can definitely see that improving over years.
Is this fairly new?
This part of it is, so the target has been around, the laser's been around for a while. So we're gonna do paper targets first, so here we go. So, okay. So no shoot targets. So let's do this one, okay?
So no shoots yet?
So no shoot. Shoot. Shoot down.
Oh, okay, I see.
Shoot till it's down. Nope.
No hands? Okay. I see, okay. Well, it feels like you're right there too, right? The way it's moving.
Yeah, basically the way that it moves, so this system, when installed in a military facility, it doesn't move for you. You actually move to the targets.
Oh, really?
Because every location will be set up to have its own interface and screening system. All right. So now let's go ahead and do a little bit different than that.
You have so many different things on this.
And they're configurable. So you can have your own landscapes, your own buildings, your own places, and yeah.
So can you videotape your house and do this thing
You can
like actually in your house.
Yeah, you can be doing it in your house.
Really?
Correct. So now we're gonna do live targets. All right, we're gonna do European, so we don't offend anybody. It's always important. Shoot well.
Holy cow!
By the way, you just shot a couple of one-armed.
Oh, okay, I got. Oh, it's just guy with guns.
Okay. You might. I don't know. No, the guy in the shoulder right there.
Where?
There's a shoulder.
Right there.
Again? Shoot till it's down.
Oh, okay, I see.
So that guy's unarmed. So part of the exercise here is to have your full-size weapon, you're drawn, you're ready to shoot, but it's actually tiring to be carrying it around. Cool, so what do we do with this one with live fire? I think this one might be a...
Yeah, you gotta know what to do. Run through it first, eh?
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take small D-mags for this one. And let's see if we can get it to actually... Here, huh? Really? Not loading anymore? Okay, I'll have to load a magazine first.
They buy these from you?
I'm sorry?
They buy these from you guys?
What do you mean?
This here, this system. The system.
Yeah. We sell it. This is actually, I mean, we're doing a big focus at cruise service weapons, like weapons that go on boats and everything else.
Oh, really?
So it's not just this, it's actually just, I mean, anti-missile rocket systems. And,
Really?
I mean, yeah, because I mean, this can be configured to do basically multiple weapons. Shotguns, tasers, I mean, yeah. It's, okay, so we have a full magazine here. I'll kind of pull it off to the side for maybe a quick draw there. Okay, hopefully you can test it. I'm going to do some of that. Stay clear of the... Too excited there. All right. Go down. Catch that shot for some. There's a calibration issue, obviously. Is that hitting it?
Yeah, that's alright.
So headshots obviously do like eliminate them pretty quickly.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, again, that's the great thing about it. I actually had to do a mag change there and everything else in the middle of that. But it's good because, and actually towards the end of that scenario, because you're holding your gun up, you don't know whether you're shooting somebody or not. So that really kind of helps for the training side of it. Well, there you go.
It's amazing how tight your arm gets. I mean, just with that thing, never mind the rifle.
So, and then of course, and we're ready to go again.
Wow.
So, good.
So what is this called here? This system?
This is the, this is the laser shot live fire system.
Laser shot live fire system.
Yeah, so it's a portable system. Basically, comes in this in case right here.
Right.
Normally, this is all standalone. Here, we did it because of the shorter distance that we have from here to here. We set up the thermal cameras, the IR detection cameras, and the projector up at the top there.
Okay, so how much would this system be?
Right now, for just a purely laser system, it starts around like $5,000.
Okay.
And for live fire capability, it starts around like $12,000.
Oh wow. That's because of the
thermal.
The thermal camera, yeah, because they're expensive.
They're still expensive, and I mean the price hasn't gone down. Now, just to mention, this system 2 years ago was about $60,000.
60.
$60,000.
So it's come down quite a bit.
It's come down, yeah, substantially. What happens, and that's for a single setup.
Mm-hmm.
So in a kill house, like for the military,
Right.
they have, for each room, they have like 3 or 4 of these systems.
Really?
So that we have a 360-degree view, let's
Wow.
say. That's what I'm saying. Here, it's moving the targets, or
Yeah.
you're moving to the targets via its interface. The other one, you're
moving to it.
You're moving
Going
to
through.
it. So you're going through a house,
So
a building.
it's like you're actually clearing a house.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the difference. Or you can set it up like you're going through a town,
Right.
and so you just have a corridor, and you have these rooms where you have this, so it's a building, you can see everything else. It's really super cool.
Wow, that's amazing.
And where we came in with this, so by us putting the 468 to it, now they can have people actually shooting back at the trainees.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like paintball, right?
Yeah.
So that's the idea behind that.
It's a different reality.
Correct.
It's actually just shooting it. All right, so you saw the 468 is coming up pretty soon. Of course, we're talking to the creator, Omar, and the booth here, the man cave. I want one so bad now. All right, thank you very much, Omar. I do appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you.
And of course, we're in the Rap4.